I never imagined one sentence could destroy everything. It happened on an ordinary Sunday, over brunch with my closest friends. We were sipping mimosas, laughing, trading gossip, caught in the easy rhythm of familiarity. I don't even remember exactly how the topic came up. Maybe we were talking about relationships. Maybe someone asked if I ever had doubts. But I remember every syllable of what I said. Asterisk. Sometimes I think I settled for Tom, because I was tired of waiting for someone better. Asterisk. The table fell into a nervous hush. A few forced chuckles. One of my friends raised her eyebrows, stunned. I'd said it out loud. I laughed it off like a bad joke, waved it away with a sip of champagne. But deep down, I knew it wasn't a joke. And I didn't think twice about it. At least not then. What I didn't know was that Tom had come home early that day. He was supposed to be at his brother's house helping with repairs, but he'd forgotten his toolkit. He came back, walked through the front door, and heard everything. I found out later he stood just outside the kitchen for a full minute, listening. He didn't say a word. He didn't slam the door or confront me. He just turned around and walked away. That night, he didn't come home. At first, I assumed he just needed space. He was always that way, quiet when upset, processing things in silence. But midnight came, and his phone went straight to voicemail. I started to worry. I texted, I called. I even reached out to his brother, only to hear that Tom had left hours ago. That's when something inside me shifted. Panic replaced guilt. By morning, his car was gone, but all his belongings were still in place, his wallet, his passport, his clothes. Everything. It was as if he had evaporated into thin air, leaving no trace behind. I went to police, filed a missing person report. They tried. They really did. But there were no leads, no security footage, no credit card activity, no witnesses. Nothing. Days blurred into weeks. Weeks into months. I stopped sleeping. I couldn't eat. Every time my phone buzzed, my heart launched itself into my throat. I scoured his email, his social media, even his old journals, searching for anything. A clue, a hint, a goodbye. But there was nothing, no note, no explanation. Just a devastating silence and the echo of the words I'd carelessly thrown into the air. I replayed that moment at brunch over and over, like a cruel film on loop. The tilt of my head, the tone of my voice, the way I reduced years of love and loyalty into a single sentence, flippant and biting. Why did I say that? Why did I let the desire to be funny, to impress my friends, make me forget the value of the man I loved? Because I did love him. I see that now. Too late. Tom wasn't flashy. He didn't command rooms or turn heads. But he was good, steady, gentle in ways most people miss. He never raised his voice. He never made me feel afraid. He remembered things, the small things, my coffee order, the flowers I liked, the way I hated the tag on my blanket scratching my neck. And I called that settling. Friends stopped asking after a while. Some drifted away. I think a few believed he died. Others assumed he abandoned me. I stopped correcting them. It was easier than telling the truth, that I drove him away with one selfish, careless comment meant to earn a laugh. 6 months passed. Then a year. Still nothing. Sometimes I let myself believe he started over somewhere. Maybe he changed his name. Maybe he left it all behind. Sometimes I think he did it to punish me. Not out of cruelty, but to make sure I felt the depth of what I'd said. And if that was his intention, he succeeded. I have never felt more alone, more ashamed, more unworthy of love. My house is silent now, eerily so. Every drawer, every photo, every creak of the floorboards feels like it carries his memory. Some nights I want to scream into the void, begging him to come home, tell him I was stupid, that I didn't mean it, that I'd give anything, anything, to take it back. But there's no one to hear it. Just my voice echoing off the walls of a house that used to be full of warmth. Every year on the anniversary of his disappearance, I light a candle, not because I think he's dead, but because I have to mark time somehow. I need a ritual, something to ground the ache. I still flinch every time a car pulls into the driveway. I still check my inbox, hoping to see his name. Hope is cruel. It refuses to die, even when it should. If he ever returns, God, If he ever walks through that door, I'll tell him I'm sorry every single day. I'll tell him I love him. I'll hold his hand through every quiet, uneventful evening and never take it for granted. Because the truth is, I didn't settle for Tom. I was just too blind to see that he was the best thing that ever happened to me. And now he's gone, like a ghost who took all the warmth, all the light with him. And I'm left with the silence, the guilt, and the echo of my worst mistake.